Game day. You are watching coverage of the Texas High versus Longview High School. Big rivalry game. We've got Keaton Daniels with us as usual. Keaton, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great, Frank. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good. And for these Texas High games in all sports, we've got a third man in the booth. The one and only Billy Lavender is going to be telling you as much as he can about the Tigers tonight. How are you, Billy?
As much as I can, as fast as I can. Doing great. Great to be here.
Good. I'm hoping we'll have a pretty good crowd tonight. It's a Tuesday night, but these two teams seem to have a pretty good rivalry going over the last couple of years, including those scrimmages in football. It's just good sports.
That's what I was going to say. It's the two schools. It doesn't have anything to do with one particular sport. Every time these two guys get together, it seems to bring out the fans. I don't care whether it's baseball, basketball, or football, and
it even extends into track meets.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it goes way back. So it's not something that's brand new. It goes way back. This Longview Texas High deal.
Yeah. So whenever these two teams get together, one thing that you can always count on is always going to be a good, entertaining show.
Man, no doubt. And both of them kind of struggled just for a little bit in district, and but that doesn't mean when they get together that you're not going to see a really, really good game. And it's for some reason every time we come here or y'all come there, it just ends up kind of going down to the wire.
That is for sure. I think last year games I think it ended up on a buzzer beater or something like that.
Yep.
And it was a tough, but both teams played their hearts out, and it was a great game going back and forth. And
Absolutely.
Texas High came out on top when they played us here.
Yep. And y'all got us on the road.
And speaking of buzzer beaters, we weren't live, but the JV game just before us here, Texas High wins with a walk-off two-pointer, 32-31 with a buzzer beater. I'm not sure the kid's name, but hopefully we'll get that for you.
Yeah, and I was kind of keeping up with the game just as far as score through our radio guy, Keith Schutte, and he kept, and it seemed like we got down late by about 6. And all of a sudden we hit a 3 maybe and a 2 and then a buzzer beater, but it seemed like Longview kind of had our number the whole game.
Yeah, it was. But one thing that you guys didn't do, y'all didn't give up. Y'all played hard and came out ultimately on top.
That's right.
Kind of stunned us because the coaches over there, he couldn't believe what he saw. He was sitting over there in disbelief, and the refs they counted the basket and walked off the court.
Man, it just and I think it was something similar to that, like you said back last year. Here is I think Longview was up the whole game and everything, and that's the Tigers and the Tiger mentality. And I know Longview's the same way. Is you're going to see a bunch of scrapping and fighting. I don't care what the records are. I don't care what's happened, in district up to now or what's going to happen after that. These two teams kind of play each other close.
And speaking of records, Longview under first-year coach Sam Weaver started off this year 17-3. Billy.
Wow.
So playing a different style of basketball than
we're
accustomed to.
I got a lot of respect for Coach Weaver. He was at Arkansas High for a while, and I got to see him a lot and really like his coaching style.
It looks like we're about to have a national anthem and player introductions. When that happens, we'll bring it to you and kill our mics and let you enjoy that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the COLISEUM to tonight's matchup between the Texas High Tigers and your Longview Lobos. And at this time, if everyone could please stand as we honor America in the playing of our national anthem. Starting guard, 6'5" senior, number 12, Damian Augustus. And at guard, 6'1" junior, number 1, TJ Gray. At forward, 6'1" senior, number 5, CJ Brown. And at forward, 6'2" senior, number 11, Tez Wilkerson. And at center, 6'6" senior, number 24, Noah Hampton. The Tigers are coached by head coach Jacob Skinner, assisted by Keith Jones and Jody Aubrey. Starting lineup for your Longview Lobos. Starting at center, we got a 6'8" junior, number 10, Robert Blandberg. Starting at forward, we got a 6'5" junior, number 3, Campbell Williams. And at guard, we got a 6'3" junior, number 2, Davis Justice. And at guard, a 5'10" junior, number 0, Chris Hay. And at guard, a 6' senior, number 23, Kendall Mitchell. The Lobos head coach is Earl Sam Weaver, assisted by David Claiborne, Jared King, and Max Ward.
All righty, fellas, it looks like we are ready for tip-off here. Looks like we're going to have 24, Noah Hampton and Robert Blandberg. Or Blandberg, I apologize.
I haven't seen Noah play but a couple of minutes this year, so it's, I think Coach Skinner's just trying a different 5 every time, trying to get some fluidity in the lineup.
Kendall Mitchell with the first shot of the game, a little long, rebounded by C.J. Brown, and ahead to Damon Augustus.
Kind of a quick shot there. We didn't. He had a nice open look, just couldn't get it to knock down for us.
Good look from the corner from Wilkerson. Is that, how do you say his first name? Chatez?
Tez, as we call him.
We'll call him Tez. Then Tez Wilkerson misses the open 3, and it's going to end up back with Texas High with a turnover there as Blandberg loses that one out of bounds.
Tez is a linebacker that's going to play at ULM in Monroe, Louisiana.
He's a good-looking kid.
Mm-hmm.
Nice move to get inside there, but the Lobos are going to defend that one well. Here's a Campbell Williams to defend. Nice move, and can't get the finish to go, but 11's there.
Followed by Tez.
Wilkerson scores the first bucket of the game with a putback. And the Tigers lead early, 2-0 here.
It's like the Tigers punched the ball after it went through the net and going to get a warning right there, dead ball warning.
A little pressure from the Tigers here early on. Lobos do have some ball handlers, Billy.
Yeah, we lack that on our team.
Mitchell back to head, going to set the offense up again. Defended closely by Brown. I'm sorry, Keaton.
No, I was just about to say both teams starting out in a man-to-man.
Good ball movement early by the Lobos.
It's a good seal there by Blandberg. Just almost couldn't get the ball into him.
Billy, if you haven't seen Blandberg in person yet,
this is my first time. There he is.
Really athletic big. Looks like he's going to be fouled attempting to put back his miss, and he's going to head to the line for 2, but super athlete, can turn around and shoot the ball.
Yeah, gets a couple of rebounds right there with guys in front of him, so you can tell he's an athlete right away.
Oh yeah, he can move up and down the court pretty good. He can run with just about almost anybody out there.
Haven't mentioned it yet on the broadcast this year, Keaton, but excellent hair.
For sure. I need to talk to him about that.
Love it. He misses the first.
Since I'm bald-headed.
Maybe he can let you borrow some of that, right?
I just need a couple strands.
You have a jump ball here as Mitchell and 24 Noah Hampton tie up. It's going to stay with Texas High.
Number 12 with the ball will be going to Fort Smith, Arkansas, and playing basketball. Damon Augustus is his name.
Nice move by Augustus. Whoa!
Very athletic kid there.
Yep. There's what I see in Texas High a little bit. It's a little bit of pent-up aggression after we faced at home. We faced at Tigers Center, Mount Pleasant last week, and they kind of put it to us. So we're kind of looking for a bounce back, and in comes our super freshman Crowell.
Well, you guys are off to a good start.
There's a nice move. Landberg can't handle the offensive board, gets it back to Mitchell. Good look there by Justice. Couldn't get that to go. That's an open three. Passes it up, takes the mid-range jumper, but he's fouled before the shot. And Augustus, Billy, it looked like he was ready to posterize somebody early, didn't it?
Yeah, he'll go up and dunk it with the best of them. He'll get up there and try to.
He's explosive.
Yeah.
He's explosive. He
Clearly
definitely got my attention on that.
Big man.
Been a 3-year starter for Texas High.
Very nice
Oh,
move
really
inside.
nice move. Yeah, that little turnaround jumper, that'll be open all night and probably most nights.
One of the things that I see a lot from him in the post, he plays with patience. He's never in a hurry. He kind of sees what you're doing, and he's going to do the opposite. Sometimes you just can't teach that.
Yeah, it makes a big man extremely tough to defend if he's got that shot in his bag.
Definitely, for sure.
Lobos come away with a turnover.
And somebody that's just a junior, you got plenty of time to improve, too.
And grow, unfortunately, for opposing teams.
That, too.
Landberg, open three. He's going to take it.
Now, too.
There you go, five straight points for him.
Yeah, they won't give it to him again, probably.
No.
He said, big man, okay, well, go ahead on out there. And he said, all right, stop and pop.
Yeah, now the one thing you're going to look for when you see somebody driving is that pump fake, and he can drive it in and make it.
Oh, nice pass.
Yep.
Knocked away by the Lobos. It's going to stay with the Tigers.
Good cut by Crowell.
So we've seen already basically what Blandberg can bring.
A lot of
A
rebounds.
matchup like this, yes.
He's been doing everything.
Passes thrown away.
One thing that I'm loving on both teams is just man-to-man pressure, not sitting in zone, not just stalling. I like to see good basketball, and this is what
it allows athletes to be athletes.
Absolutely. I mean, both teams has athletes.
So far, a little game of runs. Texas High jumps out to a 4-0 lead, and then 5 straight by the Lobos with the ball.
For sure.
Nice move by Mitchell. Oh, he went up to dunk, but that's rejected. I couldn't see if that was 12 or 20.
I think it was the freshman, Crowell.
Oh, another one thrown away. That's about as aggressive as we've seen 23 this year so far, Keaton.
Yeah, he got a dunk last week in the game, so he's definitely capable of it.
Got Alex Orr coming in now. He's going to come in. He's a shooter. He's a guy that's never seen a shot that he didn't like and can knock down most of them. And then David J. Potter III, who's Texas High's quarterback, will be coming in. And he's a post player that can drive from the outside.
Probably smart too, playing the quarterback position.
I really enjoy that outside shooter type because that's me.
Yeah.
The only difference is I'm not real excited about the thought of playing defense.
Well, and
I just want to stand there.
What
and shoot
I would
the
do
ball.
is I would shoot until someone would guard me, and then I'd have to step back because I couldn't shoot it over anybody.
Campbell Williams getting aggressive inside, and he's fouled.
Just a reach right there by Crowell. I think he was a little bit out of position and just forced him to do it.
In our last broadcast, there were moments and spurts where Campbell was super aggressive. Our third man in the booth, Ray Wade, called it a few times. But when he puts his mind to it to get aggressive, he's pretty tough to stop inside.
That's for sure.
That's 2 early fouls on Crowell.
And that's one of the things you want to see from Campbell Williams, especially with us going big with him and Blandberg. You want to see him stay aggressive too. When he's aggressive, our offense is a lot better.
So Williams makes the first.
Second
rattles out.
One of the first time this year that I've seen 3 big guys for Texas High in at the same time. Good defense. Oh, good pass by Orr to Potter. Looked like a jump ball right there.
It did.
Foul
Gonna
on
get
the
the
court,
call?
though. That's head. Called with the foul there. I think the Lobos have read the scouting report because when Four caught that, the big man, 6'8",
Got
got
him,
out there
right.
quick.
That's right.
Yep. He collapsed on it really quick.
Tez is going to come back in for Crowell with 2 fouls. He may have to sit for a while. Oh, good feed.
That was
and
a good inbounds
Yeah,
pass.
really good pass by C.J. Brown, and Orr finishes it off. You know, to a shooter like Orr, what you want to do is get him involved early, and sometimes getting involved early is making a layup or something close and kind of get the feel for it.
Yeah, build that confidence early. Now we got a zone here from Texas High. Kind of a matchup zone.
Oh, good D.
Ends up back in the hands of the Lobos.
Well, Lobos
Nice
are quick,
pass.
aren't they?
Ed finds Justice. He can't get that to go, but Blandberg's there. Can't get the putback to go.
Good job by
Campbell
Campbell
Williams.
Good.
No
Great.
call.
We're not going to call a foul there.
Oh, good pass by
3 Tigers
Potter.
ahead. Uh-oh. Nice play by 12. Is that Tez? No, that's Damon Augustus.
Damon Augustus.
That was a good hustle there by Blandberg, not giving him an easy 2 points.
That's what I was going to
making him
say.
earn
I
in
mean,
front of the free throw line.
you could have just Cadillac'd back
sure.
and now you put him on the line and force him
Yeah.
to make 2 free throws.
I guarantee you he's definitely seen his jumping ability, and he wasn't going to make him wait.
Augustus makes the first one at the line. 2 good
Second
shots.
goes. So the Tigers back up by 2 here with just under 3 to play in the first quarter.
Moving the ball well on the perimeter. Good skip.
Kind of want to settle down if you're the Longview
Yeah.
offense because Texas High is being aggressive. You don't want to be aggressive right there with them. You kind
Well,
of plays in their hands.
And what you want to do is you want to make them work on defense,
Absolutely.
you know.
Absolutely.
No shot clock.
You don't want to force
Make them
it.
move their feet.
There you go.
Lots of good passes.
But that's going to be a
It's all right.
turnover.
Just got it in. He got the ball under the bucket to where he couldn't do anything with it and kind of was forced on that because he was trapped. But I think Coach Weaver, you know, he'll be okay with that, and kind of it's early in the game, but he got some good movement on, you know, Texas High.
Nice move.
Good call.
Going to have
I
a
think-
charge.
I think he was set. And I think Augustus knew it and tried to stop and just wasn't able to.
He's been aggressive this quarter. I think he has, 4 to 8
think you're
points so
right, yep.
far. Very impressed with him right now.
And again, these two teams still filling each other out. Open look for Justice in the corner. That's short. Ends up in the hands of the Tiger.
Rebound
Nice
by
pass to
Tess.
get it out of there.
Yeah, as they had him.
That's C.J. Brown to Orr in the corner for 3. Off the front of the rim. Offensive board by Tez.
I'll tell you what, Tez isn't a basketball player. He's an athlete, and he plays as hard as he can the whole game.
Gotta love that.
Oh,
Nice move.
Yep.
Defended by Williams.
Yep.
Ahead to Justice. Lobos have
Got
some numbers.
Yeah.
And Blandberg can't handle the pass. Keeps it in bounds, but it's Tigers basketball.
slow down, CJ.
Brown defended by Head. That's stolen.
Way to get on the floor, Potter.
Ends up in the Tigers' hands. That's a good
where
look
you
for
want it.
12.
Ooh.
Can't get that to go. Mitchell board with the rebound.
Want to settle down here.
Good
Longview.
Lord, there is a lot going on, fellas.
Yeah, you want to settle down.
Lobos end up with the basketball.
But you got
got a
numbers here.
5-on-4,
You got
that's right.
numbers.
Good
Ed
job.
Mitchell drives and
Hey,
he's fouled.
really good job by Mitchell to initiate that, knowing that he had a 5-on-4, and he saw it and went to the hole, and because of it, gets a foul and is going to get 2 free shots at it.
Yeah, it's kind of playing pinball there, going
Yep.
back and forth here these last couple of possessions on both ends of the court.
And the thing is what you want him to do is you want him to slow it down right there, unless you got numbers like it was. So just a really headsy play by him right there.
Yeah.
I tell you, Potter, you know, our big. I don't know if Potter's got a nickname, but he gets out there and gives it 100% every time he's out there, and you'll see him out there in spurts, and I like that.
That's for sure.
Under a minute to go in the first quarter. We're all tied up. A lot of action so far. Open look for three.
Look at Noah.
Good shot.
That's
Noah.
24. Noah
Could be his
Hampton.
coming out party.
Good for three. 30 seconds left to go first quarter. Lobos trail by 3. Inbound to Blandberg. Back out to Justice. Lobos are just trying everything they can to get that ball inside. And a good job by 12. Augustus keeping it from happening. Head with a good move. He finishes.
Good job. I'll tell you what, seeing Texas kind of in this zone, I think it's something that they're going to probably stay in for a good build. They've had some success, forced us into some turnovers.
Exactly what we thought we'd have. Look at it. It's 11 and 10 right now.
The fill-out process.
Yeah.
Good first quarter. With that, we are going to take the break with him. We'll be back in about 45 seconds for the second quarter. You're
And now at Orr, we want to buy your used vehicle and we'll give you guaranteed top dollar for yours. And if you prefer to trade, even better, with massive savings on every new vehicle at Orr Cadillac GMC in Longview.
All righty, welcome back. Big shout out to one of our big presenting sponsors, Orr. They help us out in both markets, Billy.
Absolutely.
They've done a lot for game day, been around when things were pretty bleak, when COVID hit, and helped kind of keep us going. So we appreciate you guys and what you do to help us bring these things to Lobos and several different school fans over in Texarkana.
Right. Big Orr fans sell a lot of cars, and that's because they treat people right.
Is it a coincidence that there's an Orr on the court tonight?
It's not a coincidence.
I had a feeling he was a relative of some sort.
Oh, yeah.
From what I've seen tonight, he's earned every bit of his minutes this year.
Absolutely.
He can ball. Lobos are going to start the second quarter with the basketball, trailing by 1. Good, competitive, fun first quarter of basketball. Hopefully we get 4 of those tonight.
That's for sure.
Chris Head, defended by Brown, makes a move and gets
nice
inside and scores. And that's something we haven't seen a lot of, Keaton. You need offense from your guard. You're getting it tonight.
Hey, that's your best ball handler. If he can break his man down one-on-one, that's gonna break that zone all day long.
That's right. They're not letting you get it in the post. Your guards are going to have to do it for you.
That's for sure.
TJ Gray with the ball. He's got a lot of offers as D1 receiver.
Good play by Williams inside on defense and ends up in Mitchell's hands, and he's moving quickly, and he's going to the basket. Way off with the board by Blandberg, and he puts it back.
TJ's got to put a body on him right there and not allow him to get to the hole and get a rebound over the top of you.
And it's just such a luxury to have as an athletic big like that. It just changes the game so much.
Big time.
Those extra possessions are key in tight games like this. Jumper doesn't get the bounce, but T-High with the rebound and putback. That's 11 Tez.
Yeah, that's good aggressive.
Tez is just one of those guys, like I say, that just he's going to be a baller. He's going to be around the ball at all times. Defense, offense, it doesn't matter.
Did he play football?
Yeah, no doubt.
And he's not going to be denied. He's going to go get that ball every chance he gets. And Blandberg again,
big man
too.
Again.
Yeah, it looks like Augustus is trying to fall back and not get another foul on him, but he's gonna have to body up against the big for Longview.
A much more assertive Blandberg tonight, Keaton, than the one we saw last week.
Yeah, most definitely. I think this aggressive play, this aggressiveness from Texas High is bringing out of him, and I love it.
Pass.
Open 3 from the corner. That's number 1, TJ Gray. That doesn't go. Lobos end up with the rebound. Justice
nice
a head-to-head, but he's got 12 who's going to
Good
Head finishes. All right.
Hey, Head is playing aggressive for us tonight, too, as well. Instead of being the passive point guard or the pass first, he's been going for his shots, too.
And all 6 of his points have come at the basket, getting attacking the rim. So we're going to take a break now and pay some more bills. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
In Longview, see your Good Neighbor State Farm agent Charlene Ingram for your insurance and financial needs.
Jason, I got something for you for that.
All righty. We're welcome back. Six and change left to go in the second. Getting a good look at TJ Gray there. Looks like it's going to be Texas High basketball. And 11. Tez Wilkerson's going to inbound to TJ Gray. And the Lobos went on a little bit of a run there. Texas High coach Jacob Skinner calls a timeout, try to settle the Tigers down a little bit. Nice defense by Head there.
Yeah. Looks like they're trying to get it in our freshman Crowell, and good D.
And he checks back in. He has to be careful
Look
with the
at
two
Noah.
fouls.
My man, I've been sandbagging on you, Noah. Show out, boy.
This is his coming out party.
Yeah.
Leading the Tigers in scoring early with 5.
He knows both Marcus is watching this game.
He's a
so,
senior.
yeah.
He sat around and he's worked while he waited.
He's
know,
hungry.
Yeah.
Good job for him.
They cut the Lobos lead to 3.
You know what Noah does? He provides us with a little length. You know, we got him, and then we got a freshman and a sophomore. David J. Potter's a sophomore.
Nice move by Justice. Little fadeaway.
Oh,
that doesn't go, but Blandberg's there.
Good aggressive.
What he just did was Crowell was there, and Crowell is an aggressive defender. Now he's got two quick fouls, but he faded away, and it was a really, really good idea to not get his shot blocked.
And it's going to send Blandberg to the line for 1-1, and Texas High as a team's in a little foul trouble, so Lobos are shooting the rest of the half. Some ready-made offense if they can knock some free throws down. Blandberg makes the first.
Right on cue.
And he's got 10 very early tonight, so he's on pace for a big one.
Yeah, very aggressive, and I love it. Love it out of our big man.
Second one's good. 11 for Blandberg. Lobos lead back to 5 with 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Close to 5 seconds.
Nice. Try to force a pass, and then Mitchell can slam this, and here he goes. Boom!
Holy canny, he will.
That's right. That's your 6-foot senior guard, Kendall Mitchell. Out ahead. Nice pass by Blandberg. Get it ahead to him, and we got Head ahead.
Another one.
You're going to have some resistance here. And he's fouled, and Campbell Williams tips that. That had a shot to go. It might have. Mitchell's going to head to the line for 2. Some of that Lobo athleticism starting to give the Tigers some trouble here.
Oh yeah, just build a confidence. You see the bench exploding. They're excited. They're loving it. They're into this game right now.
You know what I liked about what Texas High's done the last 2 times down is tried a little high pick and roll, and it's worked. And both times Longview's deflected the pass into the big, and it's just they're showing their quickness.
Well, and one of the things that they're probably doing when he's splitting that zone or he's coming off that high screen, he's probably getting down a little bit too low before he's getting rid of that pass.
Yep.
Head makes the second again. He's got 8. Him and Blandberg have combined for 19 of the Lobos 24 tonight.
Longview's gone on a little run, 24-15.
Mitchell with the steal. Campbell Williams coming behind him, but Mitchell's going to take it up himself, and he's going to be fouled.
He probably did the smart thing, but I'm going behind my back to that
I was
guy
just
that's
thinking the
fixing
same
to come
thing.
down and hammer it.
I haven't seen Campbell Williams go up and dunk. I have to assume he can. He's every bit of 6'6", right? So
I mean, if I was that tall, I could dunk. I'm just going to say that.
Even now. I can't say that.
They say white boys can't jump, but if they're 6'6", they don't have to jump when they dunk it.
I don't like those calf raises at Crunch Fitness. I'm stationary. So Mitchell's got 5 now. He makes the second.
Augustus will come back in for Noah Hampton's had a really good game so far. Just kind of doing his job.
Orr remains on the court in the corner. Another steal by Head. He's got 2 Justice behind him, but he's going to go up. Can't get it to go. Nice defense by 3. Jalen Godwin, he gets it ahead to 20. The freshman Crowell is going to take a 3-pointer.
Bam!
Bam!
Nice.
You're right.
Machine gun Crowell.
Hey,
Kid ain't seen a shot he didn't like.
Just looking at him, I would have never imagined he's got that kind of shot
absolutely
contested as well.
He will body you up down low, and he'll take you outside, and that's what Texas High has to have. They're not really good shooters, and to have a kid like that can do it's really, really good.
Head's going to take the shot.
And the thing about
Good block out
Crowell,
by Potter.
he's just a freshman. He's
Yeah.
only going to get taller, bigger, and faster.
That's
so
right.
the sky's the limit for that kid.
And that felt huge. That's a 5-point swing. The Lobos had numbers. They come away with nothing. The Tigers come away with 3. But Campbell Williams ends up with this one ahead to Mitchell. He wants to lob. Doesn't get it, but he stops. Can't make the layup. Rebound to 20. Crowell. And we're going to have I wasn't watching. I was trying to figure out who 20 was on my screen. Either way, it's Tigers ball.
We're going to take a timeout, or we
timeout Lobos. We're going to stay through this one here.
Okay. Yeah, really good job by Longview. Really good extra pass, and they just couldn't convert. And so you want to see them convert more at the rim than they're doing. But they've stretched it out to a 7-point lead, 25-18. And what I like about Texas High that I hadn't seen a lot this year is they're playing everybody. I mean, I think he's just kind of said, hey, I'm gonna find. I may end up finding 5, but I may end up finding 8 by playing everybody. And Coach Skinner's pulling out all the stops. Really good coach team. And here's the thing is in a game like this, up and down, and when you get man to man, full court,
sure,
you need everybody, on there. And we don't have those 3, 4, 5 guys that are just dominant. So we've got a lot of guys who can step up and do their job, and that's kind of what's happening right now. But
and you can't simulate or replicate this in practice.
No,
you got to figure out what works on the fly.
That's exactly right.
And it seems like a lot of these kids know that their minutes is not guaranteed.
That's
and
right.
They're all coming out here and playing hard.
That's right.
So we're back from the break. 3.5 to go in the first half. Lobos lead by 7. But it feels like it could have been worse, Billy. If you're a Texas fan, you've got to be okay with this.
Absolutely.
Basketball is a game of runs, and trust me, Texas High, theirs is coming.
There he is again, another contested.
Bam!
Goodness gracious.
He has a pretty stroke.
That's a freshman, right?
That's a freshman.
A big old freshman.
That's a big freshman.
In the words of Mark Jackson, hand down, man down.
Hand down, man.
He come ready.
So they're back within 4. Mitchell gets the pass and closed on pretty quickly by 3 defenders. He's going to back out and slow down and reset the offense. Open look for Mitchell. He's going to
skip.
Oh, really
pass
nice
it up.
move. Oh, good block by Crowell.
Freshman
especially
block.
with 2 blocks. I'm going to tell you, Crowell's kind of just been doing his job all season. And like I said, the last game against Mount Pleasant had 13 points, kind of his coming out party. And now I think he's got that fire in his eye.
He's playing with a lot of confidence. You can definitely tell.
And he's freshman. You know what I mean? He's
David
going to get better.
Quarterback with a pick.
I tell you right now, I'm going to keep my eyes on him because, man.
Next time we see him, he may be running things.
Well,
definitely.
The thing is, next time you see him, he may be another foot taller and about 30 pounds heavier.
Man, he'll get the rebound. He'll take a coast to coast. You never know what he'll do.
Yeah.
Big on big there. Good play by Blandberg, keeping him to make the corner from making the corner there. Into the hands of Jalen Godwin. He's going to attempt a finish, but that doesn't go. And Lobos are out running again. But he stepped out of bounds before he could get it to Campbell Williams, and it's going to stay with Texas High.
That's not Godwin. I'm sorry if I got the.
Oh, okay.
That's Kendall, and
what's his name so I can change it? Kendall.
He's on there. He's down at the bottom.
Kendall Davenport.
Yeah, he's down at the bottom, and we lost Godwin. He kind of ran the point out front, and he's transferred to Atlanta now. We wish him well, but Kendall kind of switched numbers on us. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Hadn't scored yet, so we haven't attributed him any official statistics yet, but we got it fixed now. I apologize to the young man, but just to know it was Billy Lavender's fault.
That's exactly right.
So Chris Head with the rebound on the missed three-pointer. Defended tightly by the big freshman.
Sink down.
Oh, man.
90 seconds to play. The ball's in Blandberg's hand, and he's going to take a couple dribbles and go up with it.
Move.
Little floater's good.
Man.
I mean,
can't
big
stop
step.
that.
Yeah, once he gets that left foot in that paint.
Got to probably make him go left.
Yeah. It's one of the things. He's getting wherever he's wanting tonight. He's been aggressive. On
And
the
he comes
defensive end,
still
too.
ahead to who's 31. He's going to go up with it and lay it up. Oh, he missed it. That was
Too
Kendrick
open.
Brown.
In a game with points, where you need points, you got to have those.
Campbell
He
Williams
knows
with
that.
the rebound.
Yeah,
Gets it to Head.
that was forced by the big man.
Blandberg's wide open underneath. They just saw him a little too late.
What's his Blandberg?
Blandberg, Robert Blandberg.
I'll tell you what I've noticed about him, and it's something that you don't really look for, is he's got his head up when he has the ball at all times, and because of that, he's finding guys way down court that other people wouldn't see. But I like his whole game, but I really like that.
That's a great assessment of him.
Open look for Justice for 3. That's no good, but Blandberg gets the long rebound. He's got it low, and he's going to go up a little floater.
Look at him. He know he can get that.
I think you got to make him go left, and I know he probably can go left, but I think that's not going to be his dominant, and I think you just got to force him that way.
Oh, yeah.
That's 15 for Blandberg.
I mean, he's playing with the height advantage out there, so he knows once he get it in.
Head. Wilder was headed down the left, and we know he can throw it down.
Numbers.
Open look for 3 for 4. That's no good. Long rebound. Layup can't go. Lobos are going to save it back inbound, and Wilder's off and running, but they didn't see him.
15 seconds left in the half.
Kendall Mitchell
Good
finds
pass.
Wilder.
Oh, good
Can't
block
get
by
that to
Orr.
go. So 5 seconds remain. It's going to be Texas High basketball. A little bit about Chris Wilder, number 35, coming off the bench as the 6th man. Super, super athletic kid. Was a starter last year. Probably could be a starter at most other schools. Huge luxury for the Lobos to have coming off the bench with that kind of athleticism and scoring ability.
Yeah.
2, 1, open, not open, but had a decent look at it. It would have been good if it gone. So that was T.J. Gray with the 3-point attempt here. And that's going to do it for the first half here at Lobo Coliseum. Lobos lead 29-21. Before we head to commercial, any thoughts there about the first half, Billy?
Man, I'll tell you what, it's just one of those deals that it was a game of runs, and it always is when you got two competitive teams like this. But I just think everybody's playing as hard as they can, and you've had some turnovers late by Texas High, and Longview's gone on a little run. But man, it's still anybody's game in the second half, and we saw that last year as Texas High with a little comeback. So I know that Coach Weaver will have his kids ready for the second half, and although he wasn't here last year, I know that some of them were, and they'll remember that. And I think we'll have a good competitive second half, and I think it'll be a ball game.
Yeah, that was a strong second quarter from us. We was able to make Texas High turn the ball over more than they wanted to. We was able to capitalize on it, getting a lot of point-blank range, getting a lot of layups, a lot of second-chance points. So if you're a Longview Lobos, you want to continue that effort. It was more of a kind of a slide, more of a instead of a fill-out process than the first quarter. They were throwing more blows.
They were throwing some blows,
yeah,
right?
They were throwing more blows.
Yeah,
so,
no doubt.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what, I think that Texas High will go in and say, hey, look. But because a lot of our turnovers are up top, and it's because we don't have guards, and we're trying to get some forwards, or handling the ball. But you may see, and I don't know this, but you may see Damon Augustus, our big man, coming out and kind of running some point action, and he doesn't do a lot of stuff down in the blocks anyway. But I think you'll see him maybe running that high-low with a Potter or someone like that, or a Crowell, and trying to, because I think that was open. It's just we weren't able to get it to them.
Yeah, and just as a basketball fan, these two teams' style of basketball led to some pretty exciting, not a lot of dead time, a very entertaining half of basketball. It's all you can ask for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and this game is far from over. I do expect to see Crowell, and I do expect to see Augustus play a whole lot more in the second half. To me, those two guys should have the ball a whole lot more in the second half, and if they score, Texas High is going to be back in this ball game.
And the main thing for me for Texas High is if you can't figure out a way to keep the big man from getting what he wants every possession, you're probably not going to be able to win this basketball game. That should be focus number one at that halftime.
Absolutely.
I think we'll probably make him go left, or may end up having two people on him.
And if anything, too, you want to force him to catch the ball further away from the out. You don't want him to catch the ball close and get that 1 foot down in the paint.
He's basically, this first half, he's done what he wanted. He's done everything he wanted to do.
Absolutely, and unfortunately, we've seen what he can do. He'll knock down an open three. He'll knock down a 15-footer.
Which is pretty much everything.
Got a lot of rebounds,
we've seen him do what he wants to do, which is pretty much everything.
Making full court passes, you know what I mean? So with that being said, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back after a couple commercials and kind of get you ready for the second half.
At At Godarzi and Young, we take things more seriously.
Every case that's handled at our office is handled by a team. That work and dedication has caused our office to recover more record verdicts and settlements than any other law firm in Northeast Texas.
It is our obligation to make sure our client has the financial backings and the manpower to be successful.
We are exactly who we say we are. We're trial lawyers who've gotten results year in, year out.
Injuries aren't planned, and here at Longview Orthopedic, we're going to work together with patients to try to attain the best outcome possible for them. We have the ability to treat all injuries for all patients and athletes of all ages. One thing I want patients to understand is that, I've been in their situation. I played football at Texas A&M University, played offensive line, I was a guard, and being an athlete, suffering injuries, and having that passion to get back on the field gave me a really good perspective on the other side of the line as a treating physician now here at the Longview Orthopedic Clinic.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Charlene Ingram today.
Printing your photos just got easier. Just pick your size, color, and favorite photo, and we'll do the rest. Because your unforgettable moments are meant to be framed.
Crunch has everything you need to find your mode. Come check out Crunch Fitness with a free guest pass.
Don't fumble when you're looking for your next trailer. At R&J Trailers, we got the hookup. Cargo Mate, Hallmark, Text Line, Diamond C. We've got the inventory selection to get you into the end zone. Snap into savings with R&J Trailers. Don't pass up on the best deals around. R&J Trailers in Longview and online at rnjtrailers.com. We've got the hookup.
Alrighty, we are back with you. We're going to go ahead and come back on the headset for the last couple minutes. We don't want Facebook to kill our feed because of this unlicensed music, Billy.
That's right.
The folks would rather listen to you than not see anything.
Well, they definitely don't want to hear me sing, that's for sure. But I went down, I found our JV guys down there, and I had my hand on one of them's shoulder, and I said, "Who hit the game winner?" And he said, "I did." And I said, "Well, what's your name? I want to mention it." So it's Zadrian Clark. He's number 2 for our junior varsity team. He's a sophomore. We got a lot of sophomores on that JV team, and he rose up and hit one at the buzzer and sent them to victory. So it's always a happy bus ride when you win. It's a real happy bus ride when you hit the game winner. Now I don't know that for a fact because it never happened to me, but I think I got one hit on me one time. But that's so many. It's way long time ago.
But you still remember it.
I still remember it to this day. Yeah.
You probably you done a lot of good things.
That's right.
But it's always the bad ones that always stick out.
That's right.
How did the Texas High football season end up playing out? We get so swamped that we don't get to really follow the schools like I usually do.
Ended up getting the 1 seed and get to play at home against a 4 seed, and you get gale force winds and a storm blowing sideways, and you're a passing team, and it just everything. We lost some kids because of grades and had some injuries, and still want to win and still think we were the better team on the field. It just didn't go our way that night and lost it in overtime. I think it was in overtime, and it was in overtime, and they scored first and we didn't score. But it was a pretty successful season. Although the Texas High kind of measures a successful season to kind of make a run in the playoffs. It didn't happen, but man, we got a lot of kids coming back. A lot of kids on offense, a lot of kids on defense, and a lot of them are just sophomores.
Sure.
So we'll have them another couple of years, but Longview made them a good little run, and
we caught us some conditions like that in the semifinal game, unfortunately, and had a 3-hour lightning delay with 50 seconds left in the game. So all in all, I suspect they'll come back ranked. Not number 1, number 2 or 3 in the state, bringing a lot of folks back.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't replace, a generational talent like Jalen Hale, but they've got some kids that'll try. That's for darn sure, don't they, Keith?
Absolutely. One thing about Longview, it doesn't matter who they play or who's playing for them. They're going to always play you the same type of way, and that's going to be Lobo tough.
Man.
So we are back underway with the Texas Tigers on offense here. Sorry, I got to shift out of football mode. They've got the basketball. 3-point attempt from Kroll was no good. Lobos come away with it. Blandberg's calling for the basketball, but they can't get it to him.
You say that Lobo tough, and that's why Coach Stanford likes to play them in their scrimmage, is because it gets us ready.
Yes, indeed. Same way with Longview too. We just don't want to throw anybody out there and scrimmage anybody. We always want to play somebody that's going to be right there at our level and play us tough and not be scared of us neither. And that's what Texas High is.
So the Lobos are going to turn that one away with an errant pass.
With us scrimmage in Texas High, we're always playing against a team that's going to the playoffs. That's equally just as talented as us too.
Just got an update on the girls' game. Lobos trailed by 10 at the half. Come back to beat Texas High 38-36 on the road. So excellent job by the Lady Lobos, keeping their hot start going.
Yep, 2-point win.
Sounds like quite a defensive struggle.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, ladies, on that.
Yeah, shout out to Coach. 3-point attempt is
David
good.
J. Potter for 3. That's another one. You get a big guy who can stretch you out. It makes you, it makes you a little bit weaker as a defender. And Potter can also hit that 3 ball, which he just showed.
Looks like you guys have a few guys that can do that consistently, and that's how you get back into a 9-point game.
Well, tonight we do.
Well, these guys showing that they can do it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's just confidence breeds,
Oh yeah, you can springboard you into the rest of the season.
Was that a 3-pointer? My scoreboard says 24, and the scoreboard here says 23.
Maybe his foot was on the line. See, that's me giving him an extra. I'm going to try to get a couple in every now and then.
I thought it was a 3 myself, too, just from my vantage point.
Campbell Williams with an open jumper. That's off. Rebound to 14. Potter.
Blocked by Augustus. I think he got a hand on it.
And that was a good defensive segment by Texas High. They started out with the full court press to slow our offense down, and they wanted to make us feel the ball around, not find nothing easy, make us work the ball around. And the longer that the team has the ball on offense, the more susceptible they are to making a turnover or taking a bad shot. And that's exactly what happened.
Augustus makes an extra pass right there to C.J. Brown, and he lets it slip off his fingers. I want to see Augustus with a little bit more aggression right there. I think he had a wide open 3 that he could have taken. He's got a good shot, so he's one that you won't take in that. But I do like us playing 3 bigs. I think it's helped us inside, and we're not giving up, 2 or 3 offensive rebounds.
Landberg with the ball.
You see that. I mean,
double teaming.
Yeah.
Campbell Williams gets it low, makes one move, and that's blocked by the freshman. Blocked again.
Well, man, he
tipped away and saved ahead. And that's going to be, whoa, it's going to hit the backboard. And the hands of Justice, and he's fouled.
Yeah, and 0 for Longview. Really, really good job of not giving him an easy bucket. He could have just let him go up and dunk it or let him go up and lay it in. And he said, you're going to have to earn it from the stripe right here, big man.
Pretty good job saving that basketball. And, I mean, if you planned that was great.
I think he called that.
Yeah. One hopper off the glass there. Augustus makes the first. That gives him 5 for the night.
You got Wilder checking in for Campbell Williams.
Get a good look here at 35, our six-man super athlete.
He looks like an athlete. Well, of course, so does everybody else out there on the court to me. So.
Blandberg with the rebound off the miss. Wilder's going to make a move. He steps on the baseline. It's going to be a turnover.
I think he may have gotten a little hip check over there, but I'll tell you what I like about this, especially it being a Longview and Texas High game, is they're letting some things go out there, and I think that's both teams like that.
That's for sure.
You know, nothing, overly athletic, letting it go. Oh, see.
Going to get head with a reach.
If he reaches with that other arm, he gets that ball and he's gone, and I don't think they hadn't called that a lot tonight. So I thought that was pretty clean. But like I say, if he reaches with that right arm right there, that's what he's coached.
He called loose ball foul right there.
Okay, yeah.
So he did get credit with the steal, but the foul is on 5.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's.
So it's Longview basketball with a 5-point lead. 4.5 left to go here in the third quarter. This is, it's early in district play, but both these teams are 1 and 2, and you don't want to drop to 1 and 3 and be at the bottom of the standings and have a higher mountain to climb to get in the playoffs. So it's a little more important than we may given it credit for.
Right, when you know that this is one of the teams that you're going to be fighting with.
Absolutely, for that third or fourth spot.
Yeah. Yep. And if you can steal one on the road, if you're Texas High and Longview, you want to control your home court.
There's a 3-point attempt from head. It's money.
Good shot.
He's got 11 tonight.
Wow.
A lot of offense from the guard. Lobos back up by 8.
Yeah, got over a third of the points.
Yeah, he's been taking everything that they're giving to him, not forcing anything. Longview's coming out aggressive again, kind of like they were in the second quarter, trying to go for steals.
Blocked by Justice. They're going to call a foul.
Nice move by Potter.
Absolutely.
That's what we said is if you can stretch the defense out just a little bit, you can catch them on the drive.
So Potter's going to head to the line for 2. Try to close the gap a little bit here. And again, we don't have the season statistics in front of us.
Oh yeah,
he banks the first one off.
Yeah, that's his mom back home watching right now. She's got the other brothers and she's watching. She said, "Hit this one off the glass, David J. See if you can do that." I mean, he's going to do what she says.
Make sure you share the feed, Miss Potter.
Hey, she
let everybody know we got a good game here.
The bank is open this late.
She called her whole family, which is big, and that's where most of the viewers are coming from. Shout out to Ara.
With that being said, if you are watching, share the feed. Let everybody know they got a good basketball game they can watch no matter what they're doing. We live in a world where you can watch this at a restaurant.
Absolutely.
Big man can't finish. Got nice and low there, but it's going to be out of bounds and stay with Longview. Good job by Wilder fighting for that one.
Yeah, and the big man, he gets to the rim, and I think he thought he was probably going to be contested a little bit more than he was, but good job to fight back and get the ball back.
Ends up in the hands of Kendall Mitchell here.
Thought he was fixing to shoot it from the bottom of the L.
Yeah, he had the defender shook too
on
that
one. Wilder gets this one head out to open look for Justice. He passes it to Blandberg. He's pretty low. Good defense, but they're going to call a foul on the floor.
One thing I want to see from Blandberg on that, when you catch it, just go straight up with it.
Yeah.
That one dribble, you're allowing the defender to collapse in.
And the thing is especially if you get it on the low block. I mean, that's where he wants it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's big enough. He can take one step, and he's there instead of taking that dribble.
Odds are you're going to get fouled there.
Absolutely.
Going up strong.
Most definitely.
Hampton comes back in for Potter.
Inbound to Blandberg, and they've got to close out because we know we can make that. 6-point game, 3.5 left, third quarter. Here from the Coliseum.
Nice move by Head.
So someone got,
there we go, big man inside.
He's inserting his dominance on the game right there.
17 for Blandberg.
aggressive here on the defensive end too.
That's shot attempt blocked. Saved by Head. Nice job to get that ball back in bounds, but it's gonna end up with the Lobos as a couple Tigers collide and got a man down, but looks like he's okay.
Good to see both of them up.
First time I've seen him in the game. Who is that? 23. That is Michael Mothershed.
Mothershed, yep.
Senior guard for the Tigers. His first action of the night. We're going to have a timeout by Coach Skinner as the Lobos lead by 8 here. We're going to stay with you through the break.
Both of them. I think with the Tigers and why Skinner, I think, is getting a little bit sloppy, and I think he's just kind of trying to bring them back in and say, hey, we need a couple of stops and a couple of pops, and we'll be back in this game. And of course, 8 points, you're not out of it by any means in the third quarter, but you don't want it to stretch to a 12-point lead and not be able to play your game. You don't want to be chasing. And then if you're on the other side, you're on Longview side, you're saying, hey, if we can just extend this to 10 by the end of the quarter, get it to 12, we're going to be all right.
Absolutely. We're reminded constantly there's no shot clock here at Texas high school basketball. So you head to the fourth quarter with a double-digit lead, you can really get to work on that clock.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with the ball handling skills the Lobos seem to have. But again, we don't want to put the cart in front of the horse here. We've got some basketball to play before we get there.
Oh, yeah. One thing that we didn't do as well last Tuesday was finish our quarter strong. So we definitely want to do a better job at finishing that. And
some of that might have just been it just being Marshall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Billy, there's hatred between those two teams. Like you can't. It's almost like an Auburn-Alabama game around here.
Man, and Marshall played us very tough.
We saw 5 technical fouls, and they weren't technical fouls. They were preemptive. Let's not let this get where it could possibly go.
Very quickly.
I got you.
Very quickly called.
And Head's going to be fouled at the top of the key by 11. That is Jamon Hayes. I hope I pronounced his first name correctly. Is that right, Jamon, or is it Jamon?
Chatez.
11. I'm sorry. I thought that was 10. It's my fault. That was Tez Wilkerson with the foul. You're right. I was wondering why you gave me that look.
It's all right. I thought you were trying to trick me.
He was trying to pull a fast one.
Yeah, well, he'll do that every now and then.
Another nice move by Head to get inside.
Hey, nice subtle move.
Foul.
Nice. I mean, absolutely drove between 3 defenders, lays it up, gets fouled, and just what Coach Weaver sitting on. Coach Weaver got him a little stool down there, doesn't he? I like that.
Absolutely monster game from the Lobos point guard so far. That's 13 with a chance to make it 14. And again, we haven't seen a lot of offense from him early on this season. We haven't needed it, but tonight they have, and he's come through for him.
I tell you what, I think I remember this last week. He didn't score until the fourth quarter.
Oh.
He was very pass first. He was your pass first point guard. He's your leader out there with the ball.
Just let the game come to him.
Absolutely, and he's taking it tonight.
Mm-hmm.
He's showing you he can do it both ways.
He and Blandberg have combined for 31 of the Lobos' 37.
Man, they're starting to get a little bit. Starting to tighten up on the calls right here. I thought Blandberg was just kind of trying to make Augustus go left and forcing him left. Oh, my gosh.
Steal by 2. That is Justice, and he's fouled, and he's got a 3-point attempt coming here. So he'll go to the line from 1. The Lobos have extended the lead to 13 here with this run. And it's good quality basketball.
Yeah,
they're getting good shots, getting to the basket, getting fouled and finishing. Justice misses the free throw, so he's got his first 2 points of the night. Lobos lead by 13, just over 2 left to go, third quarter here from the Coliseum.
There you go. If you're gonna let you go left, go left. Let's go left, young man.
Had him sealed. Had the defender right there on his hip. Had him sealed for an easy 2-point.
Just couldn't get it to him.
Yeah,
we're going to call Mitchell for the foul. And Campbell Williams Keaton has 1 point tonight, and the Lobos lead by 13. That's incredible.
Yeah, big time.
Not currently on the floor, taking a break. Chris Wilder's out there. Tasked with defending the freshman down low.
Lobo cheer team over there, getting after it.
Yep,
what are their names? Come on, Mr. Game Day.
That's a tough one. 3-point look.
Oh, the Tigers needed that, man.
That is Damon Augustus.
Cut it to 10, 141 left.
Yep, they let him get his feet set, and he was able to get a good look at that basket and knock it down.
Oh, we got a little cramping going on. 23.
Lobos are going to have to call a timeout here, yeah. So with 90 seconds left to go in the third quarter, timeout called for an injury. We were going to take a break, but it looks like there's not going to be a timeout. We're just going to keep rolling with you here.
We don't want anybody to miss any of this.
That's right.
Last 1:27 of the quarter.
So Head defended by Orr. Over to 31. That's the freshman.
He wants
Kendrick
it.
Brown. He's a junior. I'm sorry.
Nice
pass.
entry pass. Oh, and good kick outside.
It's fouled. That's 2. That's Justice again.
Longview really sharing the ball really well right now.
Yeah,
and attacking the rim, more importantly.
Well, the thing is if you get it to a guy that can do that, you know, I mean, if you keep that ball moving, it gets somebody out of position, and then you can attack. If you just attack and there's guys down there, it ends up, you know, not working in your favor.
And especially when you get the ball down inside like that, that defense has to collapse. You got open shooters.
Yep. Kid's got a really good shot on him.
So Justice makes them both. And the Lobos now lead by 12. Three-point attempt from the freshman. That's good.
Big
Goodness
man.
gracious.
3 for 4 from 3 tonight. And I said last week was his coming out party, but he's just going to keep it rolling.
Hey.
Whoa.
He's showing you what he's capable of. I believe that's his first shot that he's taking this quarter.
Yeah.
He's going to need to shoot it more to get back in this game.
Ooh,
look at Chris Head.
Puts it in the left, and nobody was expecting that down low. They were all going for his right. He puts it at, you know, kind of Michael Jordan switches it on him. I don't want to put Jordan's name on him like that, but
open three-pointer.
Ted Wilkerson, not a three-point shooter, but says if you're gonna give me the shot, I'm gonna take it.
Oh yeah, so back-to-back threes there for Texas High.
Nice job by Head beating that pressure with a pass. Lobos have some numbers. Brown, he can't finish, but Wilder is there for the putback.
You know, our guys back there, they've got to step up and play the ball at 8-10 feet instead of letting it come all the way to the rim to them. Or can make that.
Oh, at the buzzer.
From the bottom of the L.
Alex Orr.
Hey,
with a 30-footer to end the quarter, and that was a big shot.
He said, I'll save you out of this boat with my oar.
So the Tigers with a three-pointer on 3 consecutive possessions to draw this lead to 7. Absolutely massive headed to this fourth quarter. And we're going to take a break. We're going to come back with that fourth quarter in about a minute.
Over the last 10 years, our office has achieved many record verdicts and settlements. Our commitment has always been to outwork and outfight any opponent we have in whatever courtroom we find ourselves in.
At Godarzi & Young, we have settlements and verdicts that are unmatched. Whether you come face to face with the corporation or the insurance company, they know that if they don't justly compensate our clients, they're going to have to face the Godarzi & Young trial team in the courtroom.
In Longview, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Charlene Ingram for your insurance and financial needs.
Says that Kevin O'Leary off the Shark Tank reffing.
We are back live, headed to the fourth quarter. Lobos lead by 8. You caught Billy Lavender at the last moment there sharing a meme with us.
No, I think that's a guy from the Shark Tank out there calling the game. Yeah, doing a great job, by the way. In fact, I think that's Mr. Wonderful is what they call him on the Shark Tank.
In fact, this has been a really well officiated game. And again, a huge run from the Tigers there to keep them in this basketball game to close that third quarter out. And this one wasn't on the Lobos, Keaton. They scored every possession as well. The Tigers just were knocking down three-pointers.
And they was making tough shots, including that last one.
Open look from the corner for 3.
Wow.
Money.
Really good.
Davis Justice for 3.
It is right on time for Davis Justice. He's been shooting it all night and never lost confidence, and he finally hit one for us.
And right out of a corner, getting him the shot was really key. Right out of a quarter.
Yes, and he was set too, so you knew when he shot it, it felt good coming off his hands.
Nice move to get inside by 12. Chris Wilder. They're going to get him for the foul, though. And that's one of the things, Keaton, with this Lobo offense. If they can find somebody that can consistently knock down three-pointers, it's going to be tough to stop. It just is. With the athleticism they possess, the big man down low, the ball movement.
Yes, the guard play,
you get some shooters, it's going to get going to get pretty exciting around here.
Yes, indeed. One of the most exciting teams to watch, the watch that we've had in quite some time. Very aggressive. Coach lets them play. You got to love that in this Longview Lobos team.
So Augustus makes the first and the second.
We'd like to get him to the line more with that clock stopped, being down, now 8. Good give and go right there out of the.
And one thing we haven't seen from the Lobos tonight, Keaton, they haven't turned the ball over at all against this press. They've done a really good job beating it with the pass, not dribbling.
Yep. Playing right into our hands, not being
Another
aggressive.
open look, pass it up. Justice has an open look.
Oh.
He's going to take it.
He just waited too long.
Wilder
right
with
there.
the offensive board, back out to head, mid-range jumper. That's no good. Tipped around, ends up in the hands of
Gotta
Justice.
block
Three-point
out.
attempt. He's going to slow it down a little bit.
Got to block out. If you're Texas High, you can't allow them to have that many shots. And right on time, they're going to insert David J. Potter because he'll put his butt on somebody and block him out.
Wilder, top of the key, passes up an open shot. Blandberg wants it. Going to have a foul on somebody. On 11.
Okay, on Tess. I didn't see it, but it's Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, he had him sealed earlier and kind of put him on a little ride there.
I got you.
Basically,
but I don't blame him because big man like that.
Yeah, you don't want him to get to that rim right there.
Scoreboard says we should be shooting here, and we are. Okay, so the Lobos are going to head to the line for a 1-and-1. That's the big man Blandberg. Tigers almost got away with one there. Blandberg has 17 tonight. Make that 18.
Looks like he's got a little finger injury or something, but it does not affect his shot and follow through. Little release, rotation, splash. My shooting coach used to play. I didn't have a shooting coach. Used to watch Pistol Pete movies.
Blandberg makes the second, gives him 19. So big night for the big man. Lobos lead by 10, 6.5 to go here. And again, the Tigers can shoot the ball well enough that we are a long way from being finished. Going to have a foul, and that may just send 12 to the line again.
Well, and what's number 10's first name?
Robert.
What Robert's been doing is Robert's been forcing Augustus to go left, and he didn't do that right there, and he took that first step, and because of it, he had to ride him the whole way.
Oh, yeah. And that's one of the reasons why he hasn't been able to be aggressive this second half, just because he's not comfortable going to the left.
Gotcha. That's exactly right.
And as most kids at this level,
yeah,
they're
right.
not. So.
And they can do it.
Yeah.
It's just not their dominant, and they don't work enough on it. Hopefully they're studying most of the time.
So Augustus makes the second, draws the Tigers to within 9. Blandberg's got an open look. He's going to go straight to the basket.
Oh, my.
To the left.
Wow.
With the left.
Said, whatever I do, just make sure I get it up above the rim, and it's going to go tonight.
Hey,
all you could do is laugh at this point if you're trying to defend the young man.
Hey,
open look for 3, blocked, but he's fouled shooting a 3-pointer by Mitchell, and that's going to send T.J. Gray to the line for 3.
That basket to Robert Blandberg kind of as big as the ocean right now. He just has confidence. He seems like whatever he's throwing up, it's just going in.
Another super sophomore for the Tigers, T.J. Gray, and big-time football player and just an athlete out here on the court. And got a little soft touch right there. We'll take it.
And making free throws is big right now for Texas County, especially when the clock stops.
Absolutely.
And with Blandberg, last Tuesday night, while we're breaking down, the place is empty. He's out there. 75 layups, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, with no lights on.
That's what it takes.
Gotta love it.
That's what it takes.
You can see that stuff pay off in real time.
I bet Sam Weaver loves that because I bet he had some guys play for him in college that were like that.
The Lobo basketball coach last year left for a promotion. He's the athletic director at White House. So
nice.
It's almost as it's a blessing,
Yeah.
I mean, you hate to lose someone, but he bettered himself, and we ended up with a really good basketball coach on the backside of that. So Wilder kicks that low. He finishes.
Yeah, he put him on it. He put Crowell on his hip and kind of spun around and was able to get up to the rim off the glass. Nice move by Augustus and just can't finish.
Blandberg tips it back to himself, and it's going to go out of bounds, headed for the Lobos' way. And this 5 with Williams on the bench for the time being and Wilder in.
Fouled him.
Not really a whole lot, a lot of difference as far as athleticism in the offense goes. Again, that's the benefit of having somebody like that's your sixth man.
Yeah, the Longview offense and defense has not skipped a beat with Wilder in there and Campbell out. So kudos to both of those guys for their valiant effort.
Potter should have shot that.
Heads with
nice
his left
move.
hand. And he gets to the basket and gets it to go, and he's fouled.
He said, I'm going to do it the conventional way.
So Potter's going to go to the line with a chance to keep the Tigers within 8 or get them to within 8.
Yeah, I want to say probably like the last 4 or 5 possessions for Texarkana has came out of free throws. So that's good for them, especially to try to get into that lead.
Absolutely. Anytime the clock's not running and you're scoring, it's a good thing.
Yes.
So Potter's attempt at the three-point play is no good. Blandberg comes away with it. Aaron pass, but it ends up in the hands of Chris Head, and the press is off. Lobos are going to try to set the offense up here. Good Lord, 12's an athlete.
Staying right there with him.
Under 5 left in this one. Head with a move, but he's going to slow down.
Good job of denial by Potter on the big man for Longview. You just can't let him get the ball.
3-point attempt from Mitchell. Bangs around, and it's going to be tipped around and head to Texas High's way.
The thing about it right there is that ball goes up, and we've been playing the big man the whole time down there. Great defense, and that ball goes up, and our guys just turn and watch that ball, and he just goes right around them and probably should have gotten that rebound.
Oh, yeah. I know he's definitely mad at himself for not being able to get it. One of those things, you got to go high point that.
Tough shot. A little long, ends up in the hands of Kendall Mitchell. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Somebody kicked it. It's going to be long. Oh, Texas basketball.
Woo.
Ref called kick ball, Daryl.
My basketball IQ is going to be on display here. Lack of. I was under the impression if you don't intentionally kick it, it's not a kickball.
Man. You're right about that.
Okay.
Well, the thing is it was that ball was loose and everything, and it definitely wasn't intentional.
Sure.
So
kicking that, there's no benefit to him unless he's trying to pass it to somebody in the stands up there.
I think they just had a little makeup right there.
Okay, so
he
I wasn't too far off of that.
That's right.
No, he just wanted us to talk about him.
That's right.
That's all that was.
There was a soccer game across the street tonight.
I saw some lights over there. I didn't know if y'all had the football team out there working. I mean, without a coach.
My goodness. How do you?
Oh,
whoa.
Yeah.
Chris Head gets the basket.
Look like he's
fouled
cramping
hard.
well.
That may be a cramp, but he's going to go shoot 2.
You want to see Crowell right there instead of try to block that shot to maybe get over there and draw a charge. But he's young and he can freaking block a shot, so I don't blame him. But looks like the Tigers are running a little offense-defense substitutions right here.
So Chris Head's going to have to come out.
I believe he was going to the line too.
Got a member of the training staff over there. We know how important those people are, so we like to give them a shout out every chance we can.
And 31, Kendrick Brown's going to check in and shoot the free throws. Or what? Not sure what's happening.
It was an injury sub, so we were allowed to sub in for the injured player. It wasn't a situation to where after the first shot to where the other subs can come in.
Okay, so Brown misses the first. And looks like we got 3 new bodies in, 3 fresh bodies in for Texas High. 14, 20, 12, 4, and 5.
Probably going to see a lot of pressure from them, especially on Maida missed basket, try to force some turnovers to get back into this league.
Good job by Crowell to go up and get that one off the rim.
Good job by Wilder to not foul there.
Absolutely.
12 with a move, knocked away, and it's going to be
shooting again.
Another foul.
Yep.
So free throws are probably the key here to Texas High getting back in this one. Got to knock these down, though.
1-1. both teams will now be in the double bonus after this.
Still working on Chris Head over there. He looks okay. It's not too serious. Maybe a cramp he's working out. That's a big loss for Longview if we don't see him tonight. That's he's been a monster tonight with the basketball in his hands. So
Augustus just showing a little bit tired.
Wilder wants that. Oh, he had a run at the basket. 3:40 to go. We're going to have a timeout from Coach Sam Weaver. We are going to take it with him. So you're watching Lobo basketball here on Longview Game Day. 3.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Lobos lead by 9. We'll be back from the break in just a couple seconds.
And now at OR, we want to buy your used vehicle and we'll give you guaranteed top dollar for yours. And if you prefer to trade, even better, with massive savings on every new vehicle at OR Cadillac GMC in Longview.
All right, we're back. Got a good look at the Lobo bench there and Coach Sam Weaver getting the Lobos ready to go here to finish this one off. 18 seconds left here in the timeout. So Billy, what needs to happen here for the Tigers to get back in this basketball game late?
Man, you're going to have to hit your free throws when you get to that charity stripe. You want to try to get to the charity stripe. Probably will have to hit a couple of threes, but you just want to take good shots, and then you got to play really, really great defense because Longview has shown dominance with their guards and driving to the bucket, and just got to try to maybe draw some charges. I think, I hadn't seen a charge all game, and if you could just, they're going to get in there and go up, and the chance of blocking it when that happens, I like setting up for a charge and making them do something with it that they don't want to do.
Sure, and now the Lobos may be without their best ball handler for the rest of this one. I'm not sure. That could be a key if the Tigers can put some pressure on these inbounds.
Right, that's a good point there, Frank. You took the words right out of my mouth. You want to try to drive, or you want to try to force some more turnovers, especially with Longview's best ball handler out the game.
Brown pulls up with a mid-range jumper and knocks it down.
And Longview did exactly what they wanted to do. They burnt some time off the clock and got a good shot and scored. And if you can continue to do that, it's not for the Tigers.
And it was the Tigers, too. You don't want to just sit here and just pass the ball around, too. You want to drive and try to get some points easily.
Open look for 3 here from 5. That's short rebound.
Good rebound by T.J. Gray.
Nice
Good
ball
turnaround.
Turnaround. No good. Mitchell out ahead. He's already got one dunk tonight. Goes up with the left hand, and he's fouled, and it goes.
2 good possessions for Longview. The Lobos right there. They get an easy bucket, and then the next time they come down, get a possible 3-point play.
And he did the smart thing there. He wanted to go up with that right hand and tomahawk it home, but there was a defender there to.
You knew the defender had 4 fouls right there. So.
Oh yeah,
he's fouled out.
Yep.
Hate
to see that for the freshman.
Yep.
He's been very impressive tonight.
I'll tell you what, I want to see him. I like seeing him with 3, 4, 5 fouls. That means he's giving it everything he's got. And Tyrus Crowell is going to be a guy that's going to be heard for Texas High for 4 years.
Yeah, he's going to be what they call the problem.
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
Moving forward,
He could be one of those guys you go like, is he still on y'all's team every time we come down here?
Yeah, he's very impressive.
We get a technical foul or something that I didn't see?
I'm not sure. But he makes one.
And made the bucket, right?
He did, and they called a foul. He makes a second. I guess they did call the technical because that's
another one.
2 more free throws coming.
Is this a shoot till you miss?
Yeah.
They got the right guy up there for us.
5-point swing right there.
Woo.
So a 5. Whoa.
Oh, my gosh.
What happened?
Did they not call the and one?
He just shot 4 free throws, and no one knows why. And Lobos are going to get the basket.
Damn, I thought it was like the fair I used to go to, a pitch till you win.
So that has been a 6-point possession and the basketball. That might do it here.
That was
Chris Head's back in the game. Finds Brown. Nice pass, nice finish.
8-point possession.
8 points right there. It's crazy.
I think they called a tech on everybody on the court or something. I don't know.
Somebody got ejected or something.
Nice move.
Oh, nice move by Orr.
And he's fouled. And I've seen his shooting stroke. He can probably make these two, but again, it is a 19-point game after that.
Wow.
Very quickly.
Those technical fouls, they have to assume happen. Called.
Yeah, they didn't say anything. Of course.
They didn't make an announcement.
No.
They didn't.
I don't think they're asking down there, how come he got 6 free throws? They said because he kept making them. We just kept feeding him.
He had the green light, Coach.
Yep. Tez Wilkerson comes in, leaves Potter.
I think that's what they're talking about right now, too, because.
So Orr makes the first, so it's 64-46.
Mr. Wonderful's not going to have that name at the end of the game for the Tigers. Wait a minute.
I believe they took one of those. I believe they kind of took their layup back. Because now they got the score at 63.
They took a point away from Longview?
Yeah.
They said, you made so many. What
on earth?
So what I'm guessing is they took away that layup. It's probably said it was on the floor. Because he shot. If he would have made the lay, or if they would have caught that, then he would only just shot 1 free throw instead of 2. And then if it's off a technical foul, that's the only assumption that I can come up with from them shooting 4 free throws instead of shooting 3.
So the officials are still talking to the scorekeepers and trying to get this worked out.
Well, we sit up here and twiddle our thumbs. Skinner said, how many you give him?
The scoreboard says 63-46. They took one of Mitchell's free throws away. They have credited Orr with the first.
So
here's
the
the
one
second
is, I guess, does count. They enjoy watching him shoot free throws.
All right.
The first one was a practice shot.
They were seeing if he could hit the rim, and he never hit the rim with.
2 minutes, 15 seconds to go in this one. Lobos have run up a pretty big lead. That's an open look for 3. One move, he's going to travel, though.
I mean, you just don't get a, I want to see when someone travels, I want to see a traveling call or something, and I think they're not giving us any kind of, you're making us guess, and it's okay.
We didn't tell them we were streaming tonight.
That's
so
right.
They just didn't know what to. They didn't know there's a lot riding on this.
Again, he's not trying to force them right.
Nice move.
Good defense.
There you go, 12.
A couple of good defensive moves.
Excellent
and then
play
Damon Augustus and Coach Skinner will call a timeout after that.
We're going to stay here through the timeout at 63-48. Lobos with a 15-point lead. 1 minute and 51 seconds left to go.
So that was a 7-point possession instead of an 8, right?
I think how that worked. So that means a 2 and the foul, and then 2 technical shots. 2-2, 1-1, 1-1. Does that make sense?
But technical, you're going to get 2 free throws, right?
Sure.
So he got 3 free throws. Got continuation for the layup. He got the ball back, and then we was able to get the 2 points there. So that's where the 7 points came from.
He took 4 free throws, correct? Okay.
If you're taking away one of those free throws, because he took away the point. I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
Sure. So he had.
It is what it.
So he ended up making 3 free throws.
Okay. And then
so I got you. So yeah, it was just 1 technical then. So the foul, 3-point play, and the two technical shots. The 4th free throw is what threw us off. 3-point attempt from Gray is long. Glenberg battles for the board.
Looks like it's off the Tigers.
It's going to stay with Texas High. Oh wait, they changed it again. Now it's Longview ball. 99 seconds.
Give him free throws.
Any as he wants.
Hey, with under 100 seconds, this game, I mean, it's not over.
Yeah.
Texas High is still playing hard. Anything can happen.
That's right. They said, calm down. We're going to get that ball back to 0.
Look at that.
Ball's attached to his hand.
Beats the pressure all alone. 1 minute 20 left here.
Going to force Texas High to foul. Almost.
Big man in the corner. Finds Wilder, who's back out to Mitchell, back to head. Probably time to foul after the Lobos have burned over 30 seconds here.
I think Skinner said, hey, I'm down 15. Don't foul. Let's play some great defense and see what we can do.
Big man Jump step.
Oh,
nice
Potter with the block.
Good effort.
Noah Hampton right
Sorry,
there.
Hampton,
That's okay.
Right. That's going to send Blandberg to the line. He's got 21 tonight. So 21 from Blandberg, 16 from Head, and 10 from the other guard, Mitchell.
I'll tell you what, Skinner's found something in Noah Hampton. He's gonna be getting some time that he hadn't done, and it's kind of one of those deals where, you know, if I get in and I produce, I'm gonna get some more playing time, and that's what Noah Hampton's done tonight.
As Blandberg misses them both, the lead's still 15. 3-point look. They're gonna have to shoot pretty quickly here.
Good, really good defense, and that, you know, you say you're gonna have to shoot quick, but if you don't have a shot.
Turnaround 3-point attempts.
Just kind of made one right there.
Rebound.
I liked it.
There's a foul. It's going to be on T.J. Gray. That's going to send Chris Head to the line for 2.
We think 2. Could be 3 or 4. What was weird was I just never saw him call. I never saw a Texas High guy say anything. I never saw a technical signal on there. So anything, I just saw the guy stand at the free throw line and hit 4 in a row.
Yeah. That's 17 for Head.
Nice. He's had a really good game.
That makes 18. And the Lobos lead 65-48. That's a 17-point lead if my math is correct.
Still
Open look for 5. Brown. That's no good. Rebound to 1, T.J. Gray. He's going to go up with a long 2. That's off. Ball's batted around. It's going to head Longview's way. That's pretty close to being it. We got 13 seconds left here in this one. Can't imagine the Tigers are going to foul now. But they are applying some pressure into the hands of Mitchell. That ball's stolen.
Oh.
And Gray goes up. Kind of a over the behind the head shot there, but he's
going to see what you called that.
I didn't know what to call that, but either way, it was a shot.
Those shoes, I couldn't really tell what was going on. There's so many colors on those shoes.
he baited the defender into that one.
Yeah.
There's some leagues that'll get you fined there. First is no good. So T.J. Gray's got a couple tonight. Junior. Said he's a pretty good football player.
Yeah, he's a really good receiver. He's got a ton of D1 offers right now on the table.
Second one is good.
Got another year coming back for Texas High.
That DB you had that's really good, is he in college or is he? Okay. All right, we'll touch on that another day. So
that's right.
So that's going to do it for this one. Longview didn't make a whole lot of mistakes tonight. Keaton, Billy, they played really well. Texas High was an exciting basketball game. Don't knock these kids. This is going to be a good one when they head to Texarkana here in a few weeks. Hopefully you guys can bring that to our fans here on Texarkana Game Day. You'll be a part of that, I'm sure, if they do.
Absolutely.
So Lobos win by 16. Big man Blandberg led the way with scoring with 21. Chris Head with a monster game from the point guard position, 18 on the Texas High side of things. Damon Augustus led the way with 13, and Tyrus Crowell, the freshman, 9 points coming on the way of 3 3-pointers. So that's going to do it for us. Billy, any parting thoughts?
Man, just a really fun game. Really got a chance to be with y'all again, and always looking forward to coming to Longview because you always see a good game and you always get to be on Longview game day.
We appreciate you hopping on with us and helping us keep this as neutral as possible. Me and Keaton are big-time homers when you're not here.
Hey,
the fans probably love that. But
nothing wrong with that.
Keaton, how about you?
Man, I enjoyed the game. I felt like Longview, a continuation of last week, was able to put together some runs at the end of the quarter. Was able to play well throughout, especially starting at the second quarter, and was able to continue that in the second half. Big-time game from our point guard, Chris Head. He was able to be dominant, not just passing the ball. He was taking whatever the offense was giving to him and getting a lot of layups, getting whatever he wanted to tonight. And Blandberg was hot early in the first half and pretty much put the lead. Put the game away for us in the fourth quarter.
There wasn't any letting Texas High come back.
Right.
You could sense that in the water.
And these are two relatively young basketball teams, so we're going to have some big-time matchups moving forward.
Absolutely.
So for Billy Lavender, for Keaton Daniels, for our producer, for the students on cameras, you've been watching Lobo basketball here on Longview Game Day. Lobos win a big one at home. We'll see you Friday night.
Friday night, girls basketball.
Go Tigers.
Go Lobos.